Hey friends, it's Emily and Lauren with the Fort Worth Moms Blog, and we are live on location again. Y'all, I'm going to the emergency room. Not really, but we are going to be hanging out in an emergency room today, and I get to ride in a wheelchair, and she is going to be my driver. So where are we? We are at the Eye Care Emergency Room and Urgent Care Center here in Fort Worth, which just happens to be the only hybrid facility of its kind here in our area. And so we're going to show you a little tour of the place. One thing that's really cool about it is it's for mamas and our kiddos and daddies and grandmas and grandpas. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. They see adults and kids. So here we go. You ready?
Yes.
We're going on a wheelchair ride, y'all. Let me turn it around. Okay, here we go. Through the doors. It's so fun. This is kind of like riding in a stroller. Hello, friends.
Hello.
This is our other friend, Lauren. She is going to be our tour guide today. We get our own private tour. We first landed here in the waiting room and at registration. So if I were coming in and not feeling well, Lauren, give us a rundown. What would we do?
Okay. Well, like she said, I'm Lauren Green, and I'm the regional director here at Eye Care Emergency Center. So thank you for coming and taking a tour of our facility. So the nice thing about our facility is that we're a hybrid model. We have both emergency care services and urgent care services. We see pediatrics and adults, so you can bring the whole family here and get checked out all at once. So if you were to come in as a patient, you would check in with our front office registrar.
Front office.
They would accept your ID and insurance card, and then we also do self-pay rates for those that don't have insurance.
Okay, perfect.
So, we'll have you fill out a form, ask exactly what you're here for, so she can go let the nurse that you've arrived.
Okay.
We usually have less than a 5-minute wait, and we're pulling you back to triage before you're even finished with your paperwork.
Okay, super.
All
right, can you give us a little spin around just to see what they got? It's really pretty in here, y'all. Look at those chairs, super comfortable. And then they have a fun kids section as well, and they have a TV on the other side of the wall. So even though they have a short wait time, they do have a lot of things to keep your kiddos entertained, and it's just kind of a beautiful spot to wait. But yes, we are excited about those less than 5-minute wait times. Okay, here we go.
So we're gonna go into triage now.
Y'all ready? Hold on, triage, here we come. They gotta make room for the wheelchair.
Yeah, sometimes the wheelchair.
There we go. Here we are.
All right. So in our emergency room triage, this is where you'll start, and we'll get your vital signs, your medical history, and what you're coming in for.
Okay.
The nurse will start with that, and then they'll come and bring in the physician. The physician will assess you and decide whether you need to go to our emergency room or our urgent care.
Okay, and can you tell me real quickly, what are your hours?
So our urgent care is open every single day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then our ER is 24/7.
Okay.
So every single day, weekend, holidays, we're open.
Okay, and both are for pediatrics and adults, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. All right, onward we go.
Okay. All right. So once you're done in here,
all right, we're making the corner,
Yep.
I may end up with a broken foot at the end of this and actually have to go to this emergency room.
First, we're going to go to our urgent care side,
Great.
so I can show you that side of our area.
Turn wide, Lauren, turn wide. Whee. Oh, cute. We got cartoons. They know what they're doing, y'all. There's the cartoons.
We're all about the distractions.
Little Muffy, y'all. Sorry, little Muffy. Here is our urgent care friend. Hi, urgent care friend. Here we go.
Justin, one of our advanced EMTs. And then this is what our urgent care suites look like.
Okay.
We have 4 urgent care rooms over here.
Okay.
We're actually able to see people very quickly, so we turn over these rooms pretty fast. Average urgent care visit is about 30 minutes or less. We're able to see you pretty quickly, get your labs or x-rays done, and then get you discharged.
Super, yeah. Yes, no, I love this idea too because, you know, like when strep flu or throat or the flu or hand, foot, mouth or whatever our kiddos bring from preschool, it usually makes the run through the family. So I love that we can just all come to one place and be taken care of. So, and this would be the type of thing that you would take care of in the urgent care, like strep test and yeah, that kind of stuff.
A lot
Sinus
of pediatric
infections.
complaints we can handle on the urgent care side.
Perfect.
Sore throat, earache, congestion, the flu-like symptoms, get you seen pretty quick.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
All righty. We're going to now go to our ER and take a look over there.
Bye, urgent care friends.
I'll have y'all lead the way.
Yeah. Now we're entering the ER part of their facility. Lauren is not going to be working at a hospital anytime soon. Okay, here is, they have a large nurse's desk. All right, show us around, friend.
All right, so our ER has 8 emergency room beds.
Okay.
Equipped with everything you would see in your typical hospital ER.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have TVs in all the rooms, stretchers, we have blood pressure cuffs, oxygen suction, everything we would need, no matter what your emergency complaint, we can treat in here.
Okay, perfect. We have a question coming through from someone. They're asking, where are y'all located?
We're right on the corner of Chisholm Trail and Sycamore School Road.
Yes, you can see them right on the corner, huge sign, I care. I think the address was
5500 Sycamore School Road.
Perfect. She's got it. There we go.
All right. We'll go to the next room. This is the ER room we have designated for our children, all our pediatric patients.
Cute. I can see the little decor is really sweet.
Yeah, so it has everything equipped that our other emergency rooms do. Yeah, has the photos of baby animals on the wall, the canopy over the bed, so we can have lots of distraction for the game.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, we'll go into our trauma room next. This is a nice large room if we do have anyone in a very critical situation. There's enough room for all the staff in the building to kind of come in and help with that emergency situation. It also has the cardiac monitors and the different carts necessary that we might need to use.
So y'all can handle a code blue here?
We can. All of our staff is trained on what to do in a code blue situation. Registered nurses and physician have all been trained in the hospital setting as well to be able to stabilize a patient and then transfer if needed.
Now this is a question I want to ask because I know sometimes, you know, standalone facilities do not necessarily have physicians on site. Is that true of your facility?
We always have an ER board certified physician here 24 hours a day.
Perfect.
And we will also always have a registered nurse here.
Okay, excellent. That is great to know. That's always important to me for sure.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're going to kind of come behind the scenes in our nurses station.
We're breaking the rules.
We want to be transparent.
Hello,
we want to show you
friends.
everything
Here we
in our
are.
facility, including our lab. Now, this might be a tight squeeze.
Okay, Lauren, remember, don't break my feet. Here we go. She said, I'm so nervous.
Okay. All right.
Oh, cool.
So this is our lab. So nice thing about the freestanding ERs is we have our own laboratory that we can run blood tests, those strep tests, flu tests, mono, everything on site.
Okay,
so we
great.
can run it pretty quickly, a lot quicker than if you go to, say, your doctor's office or a hospital, because we are walking from the room directly to our lab and running it ourselves. And so nurses, techs, radiology, CT techs are all trained on how to use our laboratory.
That's wonderful, yes. I hate nothing worse than sitting with a toddler after we've had the strep and then waiting for like an hour until we get the results.
No, it's usually about 15 to 20
super.
minutes.
Yes. Yay! All the
Yes.
moms rejoice.
Yes.
All right, moving on, girls.
All right. All right, I think if you go all the way back, or we can turn. Maybe.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, look, there's the pharmacy.
Yeah.
We're about to get
So
really
every medication that a hospital
Uh-huh.
would have, we have here. So IV fluids, nausea medicine, cardiac medicine, pain medicine,
Yeah.
we can give you here.
super.
All right, I'm going to walk you down to radiology.
Okay,
We have
perfect.
on-site X-ray and CAT scan, and we have the ability to also do sonos.
They just put me at the door. Alright, excellent. Okay, so what are y'all doing in here?
So this is X-rays in here. So our radiology CT tech would bring in you or your child to get an X-ray done. They've worked in the hospital setting too, so they're really good with kids too, and they always get a sticker, you know, saying they took a good picture of their
Yeah.
X-ray.
Yeah.
So that's always fun too.
Stickers are a high commodity, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's great that y'all have this all on site.
And then we have CAT scan.
Okay, wonderful.
So to rule out any kind of life-threatening emergencies, strokes, blood clot in the lungs, it can always all be done on site to get those fast results.
Yes, that's wonderful. Yeah. A lot of times in those situations, the quicker the better.
Yes. We don't have a radiologist on site, but the radiologists we send the images to are usually reading the images in 30 to 45 minutes, so it's very
Wonderful.
quick.
Okay. All right. I wanted to ask one more question. Actually, I have a couple, I think. So when we were chatting before, something that would be really applicable to our family is I have a young one with asthma, and we were saying that y'all kind of have a sort of like a pseudo admission for, you know, kiddos who aren't necessarily sick enough to go to the hospital, which would be like my little one with asthma, but she needs kind of a little longer time, maybe 2 or 3 treatments at an urgent care or ER. And y'all, what I loved is that you really stick with it and don't send them home.
Right.
Yeah, right away.
Yes. So we have what's called our observation unit, and it's one of our ER beds that's equipped with a little bit larger hospital beds. If you have to stay here a little bit longer, you and your kiddo can actually snuggle in the bed together and rest, or receive extra treatments that you need. So these are patients that aren't really sick enough to be transferred for hospital admission, but they're not well enough to go home. So we would do continued treatments over several hours and make sure that that pulse ox is staying up and that they're safe to go home, and you're not having to bounce right back and come and see
Yes, you are singing my song right now.
But we're here if you need to.
Yes, no, I know. Okay, so I want to ask one more question too. A lot of people think, and I will say that I may or may not have been in that camp sometimes too, that when you go to a freestanding ER or urgent care, that the cost is going to be like astronomically more than if you stick with like a traditional facility. Is that a yay or a nay, Lauren?
It's a nay for
Okay.
sure. So I know some of these ERs have gotten a bad rap in the past that they're extremely expensive, and actually compared to most ERs, and depending on what services you receive, it can actually be a lot cheaper because you only receive one bill from us. You don't receive a lab bill and physician bill and facility bill and radiology bills. It's just one bill encompassed in one, and we do cap that off. Even if you have a really high deductible, some of these plans are $5,000 and $10,000 deductible.
Right.
The most you would ever pay in our emergency room would be $1,520, and that's for an X-ray and fluids and pain meds and labs and everything under the sun.
Yes.
That would be the max you would ever pay.
Okay, wow, no, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. I have heard through the rumor mill that y'all also are a really affordable spot to come get school physicals.
Yes.
As we're prepping, August we are out of school now, but we're already thinking about back to school.
Yes.
And and then as the flu season comes, just kind of like some good health maintenance at an affordable rate that y'all
Yes.
provide.
Yeah, so we are promoting our school physicals right now. So either for camp or for school, $20 for a school physical.
Hey.
You can come in between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. To get those physicals done, and they're done really quickly and get you in and out the door, because I know y'all are busy mamas and have lots on your plate, so
Right.
we don't want you having to wait a long time for those. And then come the fall, we will have our flu vaccinations, and you can also come and receive those too. With insurance, most of the time it covers it completely, so no cost to you. If you don't want to apply your insurance, we're going to run those for $20.
Okay, yay, great,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, well, thanks so much for taking us on a tour today. This really is a great kind of family-focused facility here in Fort Worth. It is on Sycamore School Road, and if you come in, be sure to tell them the Fort Worth Moms Vlog sent you. So, bye, Lauren. We will see you
Bye.
next time.
All right.